It's hard to find someone who is not on social media. But we did. Meet Joey. She's 21 and a student from Nairobi, Kenya. She lives a full and busy life. When she's not studying, she's designing clothes for her fashion line. Oh, and she loves her cat. But there is one thing she doesn't like at all: social media and what she thinks it does to people.
I'm so sorry to say this, but I feel like they do fake who they are, because as much as they say, oh, I woke up like this, and maybe they take a picture or a video, no, you didn't wake up like that. So I noticed my friends are actually changing to just fit. So they're bringing a different image or a different personality that is not. And then they are hiding who they really are.
The day we met her, Joey was launching her fashion line with two of her friends at a hotel in the city.
You're not selling yourselves, you're selling the outfit.
With all her friends snapping and posting, what does she think of them?
When I'm with my friend, they're just there on their phone. You're feeling like you're speaking to a wall, and all of them are just taking snaps, or they'll be like, oh, did you hear this gossip? And I'm like, what gossip? And they're like, oh, you're not in social media, oh, we forgot. And they'll exclude you and start talking, the three of them. So yes, I do have that pressure of like, oh my God, am I uncool?
So she's never done social media at all?
When I started growing up and my friends started getting in social media, so I was like, oh, so there is actually social media. And then I was like, okay, so I should try once. So I remember my first account I opened was Facebook. And then when I opened it, I was so terrified and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? Then I closed it.
What exactly does Joey find so terrifying about social media?
They are getting addicted to social media, actually, and I hate that addiction. Yeah, because it's now what they're living for. You get, if I do not post today, I won't get likes, I won't get followers. So yeah, it's basically an addiction. They have turned social media to be something that it wasn't meant to be. It was supposed to be things, you put your views, you socialize with people, but now it's more like competition.
Despite her concerns, Joey has agreed to take part in an experiment where she'll live the social media life on Instagram for a week.
If it swallows me, I won't be able to now come out. That's my biggest fear, actually. Will it change, actually, how I feel? The feeling of seeing the likes, the followers will make me feel excited. And of course, which girl doesn't want to feel good?
Yeah.
Well, this girl certainly loves social media.
My name is Glamour Pam. I'm a reality TV star. You all know Glamour Pam, right? The sexy diva, so that's me. I do interior decoration. I'm a fashionista. I'm a makeup artist. I do my own makeup. And I like to dance and twerk. I post from the time I'm getting dressed, from the time I'm doing my makeup, my conversations, my journeys, walking to the place, and when I reach the place. So I just like post literally everything. I do it for fun. I do it for me. I do it because I love cameras. I do it because I love me.
Can a woman who lives her every moment online convince cynic Joey to get on board the Insta train?
I felt like it's not worth me losing myself just to have followers and likes and to please other people.
You don't have to get all of those things for you to be in social media. You can just be the way you are.
So can I ask you something, right?
Go ahead.
And I want you to be honest. Whatever you post, is it 100% you, or you add or spice it up just a little to get the followers and the likes?
That's what we call fake it to make it. To be honest, there's certain times when I have faked it a little bit. It's natural. You know, even in our daily jobs, when you're doing something, you're gonna fake something.
For me, I feel like always being on social media, always posting things, always showing people, oh, this is what I'm dressing, this is where I'm going. It's more like of an addiction. So I'm always like, I can do so much than just post. I can use that time to do so much than just posting. You know, and also private life, like privacy. Don't you feel like sometimes people know you more than you really want them to know you, but you have to like include them in your world because you want to keep your social life going in social media?
I just think like sometimes it's what you put out there. For me, I want them, I'm in control. I'm in charge of my social media lifestyle. And yes, I will get temptation, the pressure, but I always remind myself, this is me, I'm doing this for me, and this is how my life is. Social media has boosted my life. Social media has helped me get jobs. It's helped me go places. It's helped me meet people that I never thought I would meet. Do you think you're getting convinced?
Okay, I came with a different mentality, of course, about social media, right? I was so much against it, actually, 99%. But I am willing to try right now.
Really?
I'm nervous. I'm so nervous, but I'm willing to try.
We're on.
We're on.
This is Glamour Pam's world. This is my Instagram world. This is my social media world. So come and see how my world goes. Let's go and get ready.
We helped Joey create her Instagram profile. Joey is now Lady J. We promote our experiment on our BBC Africa Instagram page. And to help Joey along, we ask panelists from BBC Africa's The She Word program to join in. Social media influencers with thousands of their own followers. So she's got the profile, now she needs the look. Wow. And Pam has lots of advice.
You gotta be classy, you gotta be elegant, you gotta be sophisticated, and your makeup, hair has to look on fleek. And if you can get your nails looking so on fleek like mine too, then it's good. Ooh, this
Does
would
this
work.
work?
Yeah,
it's
it'll
okay.
work. It's okay, I love it. And your hair's on fleek, so
Thank
now you have
you.
to just do the makeup, and the package is complete.
I'm so excited.
Then we go and slay. Slay, 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 queens.
So Lady J is all dressed up and ready to go.
This is so nice.
I'm pleased that you like it. This is how I do it.
It looks nice. Cheers. I love it.
I'm not taking any more photos or pictures.
Okay.
Enough of my photos. You now have to take your picture.
Okay.
First post in your Instagram.
Yeah.
With your phone. Yeah, there.
That's perfect, right?
Well, let's see if her post gets the likes.
I actually opened my first Instagram account yesterday and I was so nervous. I won't lie, guys. I was sweating literally, like I could see my phone shake on my hands and I was so terrified. I couldn't help myself. I got one like. I just got one like, but I'm hoping and I'm praying for more likes, you know. I wanna feel how it feels. And of course, I am expecting more likes, you know. My first post ever is with a celebrity. I wanna get ready to go to school. As you can see, I'm still in my gown, haven't made my bed. Yeah, and I'm gonna try post more and see.
We asked Joey to post as often as she can over the course of a week, making sure she puts on her best Insta face. So, what makes a popular post on Instagram?
In general, I found like selfies work really well. Selfies with you, selfies with maybe a celeb, someone who's well known, could be just a general influencer, those work really well. And then depending on how they're set up, food posts, food and like location posts and scenery where the places look really nice and everything like that. So places that are a bit more curated and you've kind of tweaked it and you've thought about lighting and just well thought out posts, those work really well. You need to also think about what you're captioning your picture with. Are you just saying like fun day or like you just saying like hey or whatever? Or are you actually like telling people some bit of information that they need to know? Is there like value addition to your picture? Let's say that this celeb is in town, that's value. To know where to buy things, that's value. To know like this show has a new season on, that's value. I think selfies do well. I don't know, I have this notion that people are nosy.
So how has Joey been getting on?
Hi everyone, so today is officially day 2 of me being in social media and I'm excited. Honestly guys, like I am really excited and I'm gonna tell you why. So I woke up at 7 a.m. and you know, usually before I joined any social media, I would just wake up, maybe go to the gym, maybe meditate, maybe read if I have any cat or exams. But today, for the first time ever, I woke up, grabbed my phone as fast as I could. When I saw those notifications pop up, and I saw the comments from people, I saw the likes, I saw people following me. I felt so happy. I felt so nice. I felt like people are interested to know, who's this lady J? Like, people liking just a simple photo, like people liking it. It made me feel so excited, and it made me like feel motivated. I was like, oh, I gotta take a shower, look pretty, take photos, to just like show people who I really am.
She may be excited, but Joey seems to be struggling to post. There's been nothing since her first picture with Glam Pam. But later in the day, she posts this. Joey does seem to be getting into the swing of things. So far, so good. But on day 3, the posting pace is not picking up, and this may be why.
I am feeling so tired. At first, when I had my first post, I felt a little bit relaxed, day one. And I was like, I'm there with Glam Palm. I'm feeling so excited. Um, I was just feeling so positive about this. But like, when now you are all alone and it's you versus your phone, everything changes. You have to have, creative ideas. You have to now know what you want people to see. And for a minute you feel so alone and you feel this pressure. And honestly, guys, I feel a lot of pressure. It's just been day 3 and I feel like it's been day 3000. I have to post 2 times. I have to post 2 times a day, and I have to keep my fans entertained. And I'm like, I cannot even entertain myself. So what am I supposed to entertain them with? Guys, I have a secret to say, right? Yesterday I posted my first photo alone, and I had to have my friends help me do my makeup. I was feeling a lot of pressure. I felt like I needed to look good, and I've slept wondering like, wow, is this the kind of pressure people go through? Is this what people actually, have to withstand to get those likes and followers? And it's just been day 3 and I feel like I cannot have, like I cannot have this going on.
So what could be behind Joey's anxiety to post?
We are looking at issues of there are people who are afraid of being criticized. Because they just didn't get the number of likes that they expected, then they use that to judge themselves, and that affects their moods, and now things start to go downhill.
And what about when you do get the likes?
It's affecting what we call dopamine levels in your brain, and it's gratification. When this happens, you feel nice, you feel good about yourself. The more people like, the more they feel like their esteem is built, But the saddest thing is that it's a false esteem. So you build your esteem, but on the wrong foundation. And when people stop liking, you come back tumbling down.
Joey's clearly feeling the pressure to post the perfect pic. But on day 3, she seems to be fighting it. This picture appears on her profile later that day with the hashtags #RealMe, no filters.
I remember telling myself, this thing will not swallow me. I remember using that word. I am afraid this world would swallow me, but I kept telling myself, behind my mind, like, I know this world won't swallow me. I know the pressure won't swallow me. And the funny thing is, it did. It brought out so many things that I didn't know about myself. Like, right now I feel like I need, more than ever, I need to be real. I need to be confident. I need to let people know who I am.
However, today, Joey makes another attempt at Insta perfection. Real or fake? Joey's struggling to know where to draw the line.
You see her energy starting to change. When she goes out with Pam, you see that she's become another person. And you see sort of like some happiness when you look at this. The smile is broader, the body language is all out there. When she posts and people like the number of followers, she starts to feel like, is this actually me? People actually like what I'm posting, you know? So the next time is, now I have to do better.
But just how far will Joey go to get the likes?
I took a certain picture. I had worn this long trench coat, this long brown trench coat with blue jeans and just like a bra, you know, just a bra. It wasn't showing so much of my cleavage, but it just a bra, you know. And I kept wondering, should I post this or should I not post this? You know, I have a lot of photos like that on my phone, you know, but I keep them private for me and just my own memories. You know, at first, I had a voice in my mind telling me, this is an experience to see what people do like. How will people comment? Will it be negative? Will it be positive? So I felt like I was going back and forth, asking myself. That was the kind of dilemma I had. So we're gonna see if I'm gonna post it or not.
Joey decides not to post the pictures. For her, it was a step too far. Of all the social media platforms, Instagram is the one most dominated by images of beautiful people living beautiful lives. And it's all helped along by ever-developing technology.
Instagram, when it began with a very interesting proposition that you can then put what we call filters or shades, tinges, and all manner of visual effects on simple photographs that you take. You can go from an ordinary sunset to what some would call the perfect photograph. In 2016, they decided that they wanted to go with what's called an algorithm-driven ranking, or a feed driven not just by when you post and I post and any viewer or their friends post and just ranking those in the order they came in, but instead trying to use different technical factors to change the order and sequence of the content that they experience when they load up the mobile app of Instagram. The hashtag, the algorithm, the machine vision, all of the technology ultimately is taking what people put into the system. So there's an element of the machine itself serving people more of what they desire. So for many of the negative aspects where people would associate Instagram with vanity or unrealistic views of beauty or image, or even just lifestyles, that is down to us as people.
So it seems it's the Instagrammers themselves who are feeding and creating this drive towards perfection. It's day 6, and after a pretty exhausting week for Joey, juggling the experiment with her college commitments and her fashion launch, we think she could do with a day at the spa. And of course, it's the perfect place for an Insta pic. While she's relaxing, a surprise.
It has been work. I won't lie to you, it has been work. You know, the second day, I didn't get it. When should I post? What should I post? Which environment should I post in? Should I have someone else, you know, standing behind me who's also famous and is known to, to also post with them?
You don't need to do that all the time, no.
And you know, like, I was looking for different angles, like, oh my God, this is not right. This is right. I was, trust me, the second day, you left me a mess.
All this splashing of champagne and looking all glamorous 24/7. It is a look. That's when you say they fake it to make it. But at the end of the day, if you're doing it, you snap. If you're not doing it, it's also all right.
But how easy is it to be in control of our lives on social media as Pam appears to be?
So you find I'm addicted to it, but I don't think I'm addicted to it because I cannot feel that impact But for drugs, you'll see the impact. But for social media, you won't. So if we can have interventions where we are just psychoeducating people about dangers of social media, try to use schools, target them in schools where they still don't have that much access of phones, and then try to tell them, like, fine, social media has these benefits, but social media also has these side effects.
It's day 7 and the final day of the experiment. Joey meets up with her friends, and this time she's joining in with them. So, how has the experiment been for Joey?
I got to see all these pretty women, all this glamorous life, all this everything. And I felt a feeling of comparison. And it started making me feel like I have some self-esteem issues. Kind of makes me emotional, you know. There's nothing worse like having to compare yourself to other people, you know. And before I got into social media, I used to feel like, you know, I used to be confident, you know. I never had any comparison with anyone. It is a battle, you know, it is a battle to tell yourself, I don't need to look a certain way. I don't need to compare myself with someone else. I just have to be me. It is hard. And having to hope that people will like who you are is so hard.
You actually feel like you belong to these people, you see? Because you interact with them so much, probably you share a lot, and then you have this delusion that now, this is my family. We are conforming, you know? We are human beings, we are not islands. We conform to the culture at that moment. So social media is now our culture.
We can try to ignore it, but social media is our new world. A world where our sense of identity and belonging is changing, and the line between fake and real is blurred.